So, hi everyone out there. Welcome back to the Superwoman series with myself, Polly Rogers. Today we have on the interview Deng. Jane is one of our partners in France.
Thank you, Polly. I'm very glad that I have this opportunity to speak on this topic, and I'm glad to introduce myself here as well. Originally, actually, I'm from China, and today I joined Anta as managing partner and in the talent recruit service for the chemical industry. I think that my multinational experiences that fit this role very well, and I'm glad to talk with you on this topic.
Great, brilliant, and I'm very happy to have you on this interview today as well. So, Jane, I've got a couple of questions, actually four to be honest, to ask you today. The first question I've got for you, which I've been asking everyone, is what does International Women's Day mean to you?
That question actually reminds me a lot of things. Of course, definitely this is a day that reminds us a lot of achievements have been done that over more 100 years that in striving for the equality of the women's rights in financial, in culture, in education, remuneration, job opportunity. Also, I believe it is an opportunity for us to take everyone's individual awareness that we can participate, we can actually contribute, commit ourselves to make some improvement to help to support each other that in making the equality of this women movement. As a talent recruiter, that actually I think we also try to make the job opportunity that's equal for everyone, women, men, try to make talent pool even for the gender.
I think that's a really brilliant answer, and I love the fact that you're aware of it and you want to bring equality in. And actually this year's theme for International Women's Day is all about choose to challenge. So it's all about women challenging and making sure that we are equal. Moving on to question 2, so obviously you're in talent acquisition. How do you choose chemicals as your area of specialization?
This maybe goes back to that's my early studies that I very good, nice chemistry teacher that in the college. She's very inspired, encouraging me, and I am really good at that time mathematics and logical thinking, solution finding. I show a lot of good the score. I get a very good marks that in the subject. So she encouraged me that to continue to push my potentials. In the last year of my college, I participated of a competition, and I got the third place over 1,000 students, which gives a great confidence. After that, of course, I got the family support. I got a lot of opinion from my peers that to join this scientific domain and continue my study.
Brilliant. So, okay, so that gives us a bit of a description of why you went into obviously chemistry, and I guess you're helping obviously those clients within that industry source the right talent as well. So, and who better than someone who actually knows the industry is. So moving on to the third question, what challenges do women face in the chemical scientific industry, or do they have any challenges?
Yes, I think that, in fact, I have thinking about it, and I believe it is a big topic that to cover all the aspects. So maybe just to share some of my observation and some personal, let's see, experiences, maybe to give good examples to some other people or women that they have a good idea to join this industry. Of course, the challenge for women that in each industry even, but maybe that for chemistry or engineering industry that they have some special aspect because it was a traditionally that male dominated industry. So what we are facing today, a lot of stereotype thinking that about the leadership that is usually about masculine, and for all the women that join that in this industry. To my experiences, I used to be the only one that in my plant, and to join the production team in the meeting to discuss about some topics very difficult and to meet some challenges from clients. But sometimes we are not exactly treated fairly because they are still thinking that you're probably not completely understand this subject, not as enough senior experiences as they are.
Yeah.
When we show some traits like masculine, that to be very assertive, decisive, we can be called bossy, we can be called not very nice. Some stereotypes that will stop that us to maybe to moving forward to a direction, actually grow ourselves. Time that also this stereotyping also become sometime to looking at our capabilities to doing something, because people will naturally thinking that women are not good at engineering, or like this kind of job usually need a power, need a lot of tough job in the workshop. And with this stereotype thinking that women itself, sometimes by our gender, we feel that we are in the inferior place. We are feeling that maybe we're supposed to be weaker. We're supposed to deliver less, let's say, poor performance than our counterpart gender, which can deliver not a good outcome that finally for our performance. So talking that, I think that in the mentoring, in the training program that for the chemical industry, sometimes that we probably can introduce some specific one that's dedicated for women. Firstly, because that we are the minority. Secondly, I think that because of what I mentioned about the stereotype, and also about our social responsibility for the family. We need to balance that our family life and working time, which probably for our male, let's see, counterpart, they have less problem on that. That's my observation, that maybe for the chemical industry that we need to have more training, that to encourage the women leaders develop themselves, push their potentials to achieve their ambitions, to giving support and help. Of course, and as a talent recruiter, that for sourcing the candidates, to bring a more even, gender even talent pool, maybe sourcing more women candidates can qualify, to give the more ideas that women can do the same or better jobs, that also coming to our responsibility. So that's a very short, maybe some points I observed from my work so far. I hope that can give some good idea.
They were perfect ideas. The main thing you're trying to get across is choosing to challenge that stereotype. So let's get rid of the stereotype, and women aren't weaker. We should be seen as equal. Quite whether or not this stems from history, obviously, with women in the past, where we were destined to be mothers and mothers only. I think nowadays, mothers and I think society are trying to make it a lot more equal and breaking those stereotypes. So really good observations from you there. So thank you very much for that. It's really insightful. So the final question we've got then is, would you like to encourage more women into our franchise business or into the Yantal International Network?
Absolutely, Polly. I think that we welcome of women that join us. What the reason behind of it? For myself, I joined Antas almost 6 years. I think I have a lot of good experiences with Antal and with my job. And during these 5 years, I really enjoy it. Because that gives me a lot of flexibility of my working time, also give me a good platform that I can still connect with chemical industry I used to work for. I talk with a lot of good candidates, talent. They are brilliant. They have multinational experiences. They are so skillful. They have passion for their life. So I learned a lot from them. I respect that a lot of them that share their good experiences with me. I had good practices for myself to improve my interpersonal skills, communication skills. Of course, some psychological training. I feel that it is a domain that women can bring a lot of their traits. They can also grow their career life that into an independent, very interesting domain that to explore, provide them, of course, good revenue that for supporting life and flexibility of working schedule, um, let's say manage their family in a smart way, as well as they give themselves a lot of let's say exposure that to the social media, like today
Yeah.
um, to break a lot of boundaries.
Yeah, we definitely are breaking boundaries. It's great. It's been absolute a pleasure having you on this interview today. Really insightful and good to know what's happening in the chemical industry in particular. So thank you very, very much and pleasure having you on this interview.
Thank you, Polly, to give me this opportunity. And this is also the benefit of as a managing partner of Intel. Sometime give your time to enjoy the sunshine.
Thank you very much. Bye now.
Bye bye. Thank you.